So this video is gonna be a little more personal, uh, but it's not any sad violent shit. I'm not here for sympathy or any trauma points, but I just want to share a short story about how self-respect became a non-negotiable for me, and that's where discipline came in. Training, structure, keeping promises to myself, the boring stuff. But unfortunately, the boring stuff is what changes lives. Building, still uncomfortable, still learning. But I move different now. I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't over explain. And I don't shrink myself to keep the peace. My wake up moment was not subtle, it was intense, instant. It was one of those moments where your body reacts before your brain catches up. And yeah, I was angry, not screaming, not losing control, but that quiet type of anger that sits in your chest and doesn't leave you alone. I started self improvement a year ago. First, it was messy motivation, but now it's clean. No chasing validation, no proving anybody wrong, just building someone I respect. For a long time, I blamed everyone else. I was literally like walking around going, fuck everyone, they're all assholes. Which was true. That was a little true, I won't lie. But I was also letting it happen. So, are they really to blame? I don't think so. When you're treated like you're weak for long enough, you start moving weird. You hesitate, you overthink everything you say, and you start apologizing for things that are not your fault. You basically start living life on low volume. I'm not going into any big details. Um, not replaying any moments. Uh, although in future I will, because we're gonna get some really funny stories. I won't lie. You'll learn a lot from them. I learned a lot from them. Uh, but today is not your guys' Netflix special. It's just a pattern. I was getting disrespected and I was letting it slide. Before I locked in at all, like before I started taking self improvement seriously or anything, like before when I was still a marshmallow man. We're gonna speak about marshmallow men in the future. But when I was still a marshmallow man, I was treated like a bitch, right? And not in like a movie villain way. Okay, it was low key in a movie villain way a little bit, but it was mostly the subtle stuff, not being taken seriously, being spoken over, you know, that type of shit. And yeah, it messes with you more than you think. I was angry that it happened, angry that I've been letting it slide for so long, and angry that I stayed smaller than I needed to be. At first, the anger was messy. I wanted to blame people. I wanted to prove something to others. And a small bit of me wanted revenge. But I realized that if I just kept living life off that anger, I was gonna stay angry forever. And that was gonna ruin me. So I did the only smart thing. I used it. Not to hurt anyone, but to stop betraying myself. That moment didn't make me strong. It's what I did after. Not my favorite character development arc, but here we are.